Would like to share, I will make it available. It will be posted and you can have a copy of it. So I want to just test out the audio session and just give me 2 seconds here. If this is broadcasting correctly, it should be working. This is what happens when you do all of your technical as well. Let me just test it out really quick, but you should hear the audio that I am playing here in just a few seconds, so that way we can make sure that it will work in the recording, because I did it once before and it did not play and I was very disappointed. So let's try this one more time. So we're going to just test really quick if the recorded audio can be heard. So let's see here. Okay, that looks good. Looks like everything is working. And give me a thumbs up. Let's see. Okay, we are, where did I put you? Okay, here we go. So all right, here we go. It says it's working, so let's see. Try it one more time. I'm just testing it from another device. Make sure. Sometimes it works from my mobile device. Sometimes it, okay, here we go. So it is, all right, looks like it's working. So it is all set.
Anybody watching this can have that I genuinely believe is trying to figure it out by yourself. I just, there is so much you do not know. There's so much I don't. And the more successful I become, the one thing that holds true every time is, wow, I wake up every single day, damn, I don't know a lot. There's so much, like, and every single entrepreneur person, human being that you meet, everybody's got their own superpower. So there's stuff that you'll take away from Ed, there's stuff you'll take away from me. The more superpowers that you can create an alliance with, the faster that you will grow. But do not try and figure it out by yourself. Like, I cannot stress that enough. Like, it is the soul, you save no money because you end up making your mistakes. You save no time, please get help. And that's something.
Everyone needs a coach. It doesn't matter whether you're a basketball player, a tennis player, a gymnast, or a bridge player. My bridge coach, Sharon Osberg, says there are more pictures of the back of her head than anyone else's in the world.
Over time, if you really want to get lasting change, real results that stick around, what do you got to do? What are the most important things you learned, Tony, in that area? And I tell people the most common thing people talk about is how they want to make a change in their life. But everybody wants to change, but nobody wants to work out. You know, everybody wants muscle, but nobody wants to train. See, one of the challenges that we have in our lives is we don't realize that the process of training ourselves, the process of conditioning ourselves actually feels incredible once you get that initial momentum. But most people don't. Why? Why do so many people say, well, I lost 100 pounds, you know, the same 10 pounds 10 times, you know? Or they'll tell me, you know, I'm on my 4th day without a cigarette, man. I'm doing really good. If you're counting the days, It's not lasting change. You're just counting the days you can tell people how long you lasted. If you want lasting change, you've got to give up this idea of trying something. You got to decide you're going to commit to mastery, but you also really need to get yourself involved in what I call immersion coaching. Immersion coaching is as old as humanity. How we pass on mastery of anything, finances, crafts, ideas, business, politics. Usually you went to live with somebody, you went to work for somebody, you became an apprentice. And maybe decades or years or decades of your life, you commit time to be around that person day and night so you could see and feel all the little distinctions that make them don't only not commit to mastery, but they rarely even find a real mentor or coach. They think they have all the answers, they try a few things, if it doesn't work, they run to something else. If you want a great jump in the quality of your life, an extraordinary jump in the quality of your life, you got to set yourself up to win. You got to set yourself up with a process that allows you to consistently grow, consistently enjoy your life, and consistently produce the results that you're really after. And I don't care what area of life you want to change, coaching is one of the most valuable tools in the world.
Okay, so welcome everybody. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule tonight. I know you are just recovering from a holiday, and just like everybody, probably ate too much, or hope everybody had an awesome holiday. And I am excited because we are going to now bridge the gap between what makes a successful entrepreneur versus somebody who is just constantly challenged. And it does come down to one thing, and that is, if you're coachable and teachable, you need a mentor. There's no other way to put it. But if you want to ensure success, you need a mentor. I found 10 ways, 10 reasons why a mentor, including myself, and some of the people that you're going to hear about and learn about, you may not have thought that they needed a mentor, but they also needed a mentor. So my name's Joe Anthony. We're broadcasting to all four corners of the world. We're excited because we have people that are really in that learning mindset, that they want to learn, they want to absorb, they want to take their businesses, entrepreneur businesses, to a whole nother level, whether they're in India, the Philippines, the North, the West, Eastern, wherever you find yourself, this applies to you. You can benefit and you can use these 10 reasons. So let's start with the first one. And the first reason is work experience. And that's one of the first things that we look to have somebody mentor, coach us, train us, and guide us because of their experience. We can gain so much experience that you cannot read in a book. In fact, experience is a very expensive asset. People have gone through years and years and years, and it would cost you hundreds of thousands to get the kind of experience that someone who's been around for 10, 15, 20, 30 years, an experience is worth way more. And it's crucial to every successful entrepreneur. There's only so much about a person's experience you can gain from books, as it's so stated. In fact, most authors do not feel comfortable revealing everything about themselves in books. Some personal experiences may be too intimate to be shared, yet how they dealt with it can help an inexperienced entrepreneur's career. Mentorship is one guaranteed way to gain experience from others. You know, it was new to me too, because when I first read this, that I didn't imagine, you know, somebody like a Steve Jobs needed a mentor. You know, the guy who invented the iPhone, Apple computer genius, Steve Jobs, actually needed a mentor. And you probably say to yourself, you know, wow, this guy was brilliant. He was a genius and he needed a coach. Why would Steve Jobs need a mentor? Yet he did. How about Facebook? Do you know who the CEO of Facebook is? Mark Zuckerberg. Do you think he needed a mentor? Yeah. You know who his mentor was? It was Steve Jobs. So there are many, many leaders that have now become and gone on to have a successful business that started out all needing a mentor, finding somebody to guide and coach them. Now think about yourself, and I want you to put yourself in this situation. I want you to ask yourself about your goals and what are your goals, okay? You probably have some idea of where you want to be in the next 30, 60, 90 days, 6 months, 12 months with your business. Ask yourself, are you more likely to reach your goals if they're yours instead of somebody else's? Now, I know people say model success and look at somebody that you want to be like or have what they have and then just model them. And that's true. But you're much more likely to reach your goals if they're yours, speaking about your desires rather than the desires of outside influences. Goals that are meaningful to you will keep you inspired and driven towards success. Makes sense, right? So what does that mean? It means if you get a mentor versus not having a mentor, that you're more likely to succeed in your business. Research and surveys prove that having a mentor is important to success. In fact, in 2013 Executive Coaching Survey found that 80% of CEOs said they received some form of mentorship, like I just mentioned, Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook. In another research by Sage, 93% of startups admit that mentorship is instrumental to success. So right off the bat, what are all these leaders saying? What are all these successful entrepreneurs admitting? That their success is directly related to a mentor, a coach, somebody who had experience, not just knowledge. That is what they're saying drove their business to success. In fact, your chances of success in life and in business can be amplified by having the right mentor. The valuable connections, timely advice, occasional checks, together with the spiritual and moral guidance you will gain from having a mentor will literally leapfrog you to success. So right off, reason number one and reason number two, what does it say to you why we need a mentor? Now, the challenge I've found, because it even happened with myself, is that I, at one point, was not coachable. I was not teachable. Okay, my ego was way up here, but my income was way down here. It's usually proportionate because most unsuccessful entrepreneurs have a high ego. They're unable to surrender their pride enough in order to get results, and that's where the rub comes. So reason number three is you open yourself up to network with other successful people. You meet other successful people. Part of what I found is in learning from other mentors is they connect you to other people that you can network with to put you in a position where you can now meet others that will open doors for you and show you other possible connections that you can connect with. Because part of what we do in networking and network marketing is it's making connections with the right people, making connections with persons that want what you have or want to maybe partner with you or want to be part of your network. So understand that when you have a mentor, it opens up many opportunities to do just that. Because having a successful mentor has an unlimited network of people who can benefit your career. And that's really what I found, is that somebody who's been in the network marketing industry or that's been an entrepreneur for years and years and years, they have access. Like I had an opportunity to work for Tony Robbins in a senior tech advisor position with a company that he owned called BBI, or Business Breakthroughs International. And I learned a lot. It gave me the opportunity to network with a lot of other great minds, a lot of other successful entrepreneurs. And so working with somebody like a Tony Robbins offers you the ability to learn and model some of what they teach, because he's obviously one of the better mentors, that I've come in contact with. And also think of it this way: the opportunity that you get from having a mentor, you cannot tap into if you do not have one. So why not tap into their opportunity? They're tapping into their personal power to help connect you with the right people. Reason number 4, and you probably heard this, every great achiever is inspired by a great mentor. Okay, a mentor gives you reassurance. And that's what a good mentor can do, because part of what you find is not just leadership and not just following the examples that they give, but they can inspire you to reach out beyond what you normally would think is your best version of yourself. So you're really reaching higher. You're trying to exceed what you would normally be without a mentor. But a mentor can reassure you that you can inspire yourself for greatness, to do things beyond what you would think. And instead of giving up, you would continue. It's been proven by research that a quality mentorship has a powerful positive effect on young entrepreneurs. And having someone who practically guides you and shares your worries with you, often placating your fears with their years of experience, keeps you reassured that you will be successful. And that's really where people start to get to doubt, because a lot of times without a mentor, you're doing it on your own. You might have people that you have as friends that you can bounce some ideas and so forth, but unless they're really acting in as a mentor on your behalf, it really is difficult, because you're going to have those ups and downs, right? It's like a roller coaster ride. You're going to have, times when things are going really great, and then you're going to have times when things just sort of nosedive. And sometimes it feels like you're going down the rabbit hole with your business. And what you're going to see is that the vast majority of businesses that don't succeed is because they didn't have belief in themselves. People didn't believe that they could succeed. They gave up. They quit too soon, too early. Self-confidence, and this is really important, guys. This is so critical. You have to know that without self-confidence, your business will suffer, okay? Because you are your business, right? Self-confidence is very important to success as entrepreneurs. In 2014, there was a Telegraph report that revealed that having a high self-confidence contributes significantly to career success, more so than talent and competence. Let me read that again. This is powerful, right? It says that having a high self-confidence is better. You're having more success than talent and competence, okay? Because many times people think that it's their lack of talent or they're incompetent. People say, well, I don't know what I don't know. but really it's self-confidence, knowing that you will succeed, being confident in your abilities and in your capability. And that's where a mentor comes in. Mentors have the capacity to help young founders tap into their self-confidence and see every challenge as an opportunity. Does that make sense? And that's really something that now we're starting to see, that whether it's the millennials or whether you've been around for a while and you want to see results. I don't know how long you've been an entrepreneur, but let's just say somebody started out last year as an entrepreneur. They're working a 40, 50-hour a week job, but they want to start a business, a home-based business, so they have that entrepreneur mindset and they want to learn. And they may have gone at it by themselves for a while and just seeing how it goes, but they're not getting the results. They're only going to go so far. And that's when people have to basically say, I need help. I need help. And the sooner they realize that they need help, the sooner their business is going to take a turn for the better. And that's where a mentor, a coach really comes in. I always say, keep calm and find a mentor. A mentor will help you stay in business longer. Statistically, when you imagine the number of businesses that fail each year, you'd wish a lot of business owners had mentors. According to the Small Business Association, 30% of new businesses may not survive, ready, past the first 24 months. That's only 2 years. And 50% of those may not make it past 5 years. But here's the flip. 70% of mentored businesses survive longer than 5 years. 70%. So what do you see? Having a mentor and not having a mentor. I sometimes look at people who choose to just go it alone, and I say to myself, wow, either they have this super high ego, which someone told me once that stands for edging God out, right? EGO, edging God out. Because when you think about it, if you try to exalt yourself on your own without a mentor, and I've talked to some, whether they're so arrogant, they have so much pride, like, oh, I'm never going to ask for help. I'm never, hey, this is me. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm going to do it on my own. I get that. It comes with the territory, but so does failure. And not just a failure in that you learn a lesson, but quitting, because the statistics are right there. 30 to 50% don't make it past 5 years. 2 to 5 years. So what would that person who gave up, who quit, all they had to do was just say, you know what, I need help. Get a mentor, I need help. But they didn't. Reason number 6, mentors can improve, they guide, they increase your skills, they help you practice to get better, they inspire you, they have workshops, seminars, they give you direction, they create programs for us, they give us better goals to aim for, they teach us what leadership is all about. It's all about motivating, staying inspired, and developing the mindset and habits that work. Okay, instead of just rolling the dice like a crapshoot, spinning the roulette wheel, it's almost like a certainty. If you just get a mentor, they'll help you to have a stronger EQ. When you're EQ, you're balanced. In drinking Kangen water, one of the things that we believe in is putting the body in balance, in EQ, right? So instead of being so acidic, the body becomes balanced. We call it homeostasis, right? EQ. Well, in the business world, we need to be EQ. We need to have an EQ in our entrepreneurship. And that's when you have this level constant. You're not going to go too low and you're not going to go so high, but you're going to maintain and just gradually increase. You know, you improve your business little by little. You're making changes. Maturity is something that comes with the higher EQ in entrepreneurs. Emotional intelligence is crucial to entrepreneurial success. Let me say that again. Emotional intelligence is crucial to entrepreneurial success. When entrepreneur has more maturity and successful mentor who advises them, they are likely to have greater control over their emotions. This is a roller coaster ride. This is just a roller coaster ride. You're going to have your ups and downs, ups and downs. Most people will drop out when they have their first down. Okay? Some of them drop out because they don't even have their first up. I mean, I talked to one person who had been a 5A, I think, for 8 years. Never went higher than a 5A in the ranks of an adjunct. So I found them and they said, you know what? I needed a mentor. That's the one thing that they just never had. But they want to get back in the game. They want to do something. They want to create something big. And not just for the income part of it, but to really make a difference in helping people's lives. But you have to endure and persevere, and they didn't have it all by themselves. So that's where a mentor comes in. Think about it. Think about, let me go back to this for a second. Your emotions can completely knock you out of the game because emotions are what drives us. Sometimes we're doing really great. We have positive emotions, but other times we can have negative emotions that can just basically take us right out of the game. And that's where a mentor can help maintain that EQ, that balance. Okay. So again, this was a really powerful part of this for me because I saw somebody who had been in the industry for over 25 to 30 years. And even just looking at people like Tony Robbins, you know, when you see people that have been in the industry, Eric Worre, others, there's other great network marketers. Even within an adjunct, you know, there's some that have spent upwards of $100,000 for personal development to get a mentor so that, you know, don't think it's by accident. I mean, people have mentors. They may not share who their mentor is, or they may not tell you who their mentor is, but it's not by accident. People have mentors. Everybody who's a success story came from somebody who guided and coached them. All the greats have coaches, mentors, great basketball players, great athletes, and great business people like the Steve Jobs, the Mark Zuckerbergs. They all have mentors. They needed mentors. It's not that they even maybe wanted one, they just knew they needed one. And that's where we have to be humble enough and coachable enough. So I call it the 2 H's, H2. You have to be hungry, but you also have to be humble. And once you have those two, look for people like that to join in your business. That's who you want to surround yourself with and build leaders out of them, right? Number 7, they help you to be passionate about your success and your brand. And let me say something about your brand. Your brand right now is you, not your company, not your product, but you are the brand. Okay, people do business with people. And that's one of the things that in my workshop, when you take me on as a personal mentor, what I teach you is how to set up your social media, you know, how to connect. You definitely need a Facebook account. You need an Instagram account. You should have a Twitter and YouTube, but that's primarily it. Those 4 is your social media footprint. You need those 4. YouTube, know how to use it, know how to connect. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Using those 4, that's your social media. I call it a cluster of social sites. And it's like having different tools. YouTube does one thing different than Facebook, and Instagram does something a little bit different than Twitter. So you use them interchangeably. They all do different things, but you need all of them, right? They all come in handy. Encouragement. So part of what you look to is encouragement. And that's really one of the things that we are always lacking is encouragement. People that can keep us in the game, right? Reason number 8 is a mentor can be an advocate of your achievements and will be there for you every step of your career. So what I like to do is I like to recognize when people achieve different success and give them encouragement, but also support them when they have achievements. You know, if you start out in an AGIC, for example, as a 1A, then when you get to 2A, you get to 3A, you get to 4, 5, 6, it's getting to feel that you've been encouraged every time you hit a new rank, right? You achieve a different level. And a mentor really helps support you to get to each of those levels, because you can get to those levels just like stepping up a ladder, climbing a ladder. You know, you go to one rung and then you get to the 3rd, you get to the 4th, you get to the 5th, but you don't look back. You just keep going up. And you need somebody who can help and support you. The next is reason number 9. A mentor understands what it takes to get to the top and be a valuable resource by answering your career-related questions. Getting to the top. Sometimes, you know, that's a little bit not 100% truthful, because you don't stop when you get to what you think is the top. Okay? If somebody said, what's the top for you? And in our circle, in our community, we think of 6A2-10 might be the top. Making $50,000 a month might be the top. Getting a $100,000 bonus might be the top. Whatever you perceive as your top isn't really the true top, because nobody really ever hits the top. You just get to a higher level. So if it's income driven and you're making $5,000 a month, when you're making $20,000 a month, you might look back and say, wow, I remember when I was only making $5,000 a month. Now I'm at $20,000 a month. And when I was making $5,000 a month, I thought $20,000 would be the top. But now you're at $20,000, so what's the next bar? You're going to say, oh, I'm going to be at $50,000. Then when you get to 50, you'd be like, oh, I thought $50,000 was the top, but now I'm looking 6 figures per month. And once you get to multiple 6 figures per month, multiple 7 figures per year, you see, some people are driven just by the numbers, whereas others are driven by how many people they can help, how many people they can help reach success. And then you become a mentor, you become a coach, you have your own students. I always say you want to find 7 leaders, because if you want to be 6A2-10, you need to find 10 leaders, 2 lines. A NAGIC's compensation plan basically says you have 2 legs, right? And in one leg, you might have 5 leaders, and another leg, you have another 5. There's your 10, 6A2-10. And now you've helped 10 people to reach 6A2, right? So when you help 15 people reach 6A2, now you're a 6A2-15. So the compensation plan basically is designed for you to help others become leaders like you. You get there, now you help others to get there. Find 7 people, 7 to 10 people like yourself that are coachable, that want a mentor, that want to get to be the same place that you want to be. You know, birds of a feather flock together, so they're like-minded. And of course, reason number 9 is a mentor can let you shadow them. And this is huge, because I always create a shadow of what I do to share with everybody else so they can see what I'm doing. For example, and we'll take a look at how that looks. Here is a sampling of what I'm talking about for shadowing. So I created an academy. It is called Quantum Mentoring Academy. And Quantum Mentoring Academy sort of came out of, I guess, out of necessity, because I created a Facebook group called Quantum Leadership, which Quantum Leadership Academy was made up primarily of people who were in network marketing. Most were Enagic distributors. Most are drinking Kangen water. And so I had this idea. I thought, this was like a few months ago when I started this. I said, hey, let me create other people who are Kangen water distributors who want to achieve the top position, who want to get to a high position. Like you see these skydivers, they're all holding hands because that circle of trust, right? So we all are in this community. We're all holding hands together. And we're floating on the air. We're on the top, like where the eagles fly. We're floating in the air. And that's the idea of being a leader. But the quantum side of it is a little bit under what people don't see on the surface is the inner, what's going on inside the mind, inside the heart. And that's where the quantum comes in. So I created this mentoring academy, and I like academy because it's learning, right? When somebody says, would you like to learn something, it makes your mind think, oh, this is good. This is what I need. I need to learn something. I need to learn, constantly learning. So academy, learning, it's just how we learn. Where do we go to learn? Okay, and I wanted to do this completely digital. So I created this Quantum Mentoring Academy, and I produced and gathered a lot of information. So all these files that are in here, this is like the curriculum. Okay, so the course, it's a 90-day course. It teaches you how to do basically online or offline marketing, how to set up social media properly. There's a 29-step, just how to master Facebook. Not talking about Instagram, that's a separate. So we have Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. But you need to understand each one of those. So typically we go through your Facebook, we make sure that it's optimized, because most Facebooks are not optimized. Most people are not getting the full attraction of their Facebook. When somebody looks at their Facebook, they just keep going because it's not used as Facebook because of the algorithms and how Facebook changes. Most people aren't getting the full benefit. They're not efficient. Their Facebook is probably getting maybe 10% instead of 80 to 90% because they don't know what they don't know. So part of what a mentor is doing there is coaching, guiding them how to correctly set up your social media, do it properly, right? How to set up a focus board, because you have to have daily activities, what you do every day, right? So you set up a daily focus board. Then we start to teach you how to use Facebook, social media, so that you can learn how to connect and recruit in 6 to 45 minutes. That's a 2-part. And then how to also set up your rapport building and relationship building, because we teach different things. As the way I teach and coach is I show you not just how to use social media, but then I actually give you the scripts. And then I'm following, we sort of do chapter by chapter. So there are chapters in a book that we will follow that will give you step by step. You'll practice it, you'll do the assignment, and then we'll see how you do. And then as you continue to make progress, you're going to see results. You'll start seeing results. You'll start seeing how easy it is to recruit people into your business. You'll start seeing how easy it is to find leads without any paid advertising. And you'll get 0 rejection, because the way we teach you is we teach you where to target your audience. And then I'll share with you some things that nobody really knows. Most of this stuff nobody is doing. This is stuff that if you get on it now and you start using it now, your business will skyrocket in a very, very short time. 30, 60, 90 days, you could be, I mean, I tell people you could be 6A in 120 days. And you can just take and go beyond, and then you can teach other people the same thing. Imagine if you could teach 10 people how to be 6A in 120 days. Where would that put you? Okay, and we also have a front-end income stream that we show you by using something that we use in our mentoring course, and that's a library. And the library is called the Genesis Educational Library, and it is part of another part of the curriculum that we call it. It offers you the master reseller rights. And that is, let's see if I can. So the Genesis Educational Library, it's available if, for people who are looking to start a business, or like most of us in Enagic, we already have a business. It will boost our existing business. And these products, they're digital products, they're part of the curriculum. They really teach us the mindset and the habits. And I will just share with you, here are 20 people who had mentors, and now many of them are mentors themselves. And they are mentors in network marketing. So some of these men and women started out just like most as an entrepreneur in network marketing with no guidance, no leadership. They didn't know, really what to do next. And they had mentors coach them and teach them. And now they're all multi-7-figure income earners in different businesses like Nu Skin and Enagic and so forth. So what I am doing is I'm including this in the mentoring. Now, some have already purchased the mentoring, and they've already purchased the library, the educational library, and you are continuing. If you already have this, then you're already able to start using it and continue using the Genesis Educational Library in furthering your business and in learning and getting more education. For those of you that do not have the library yet, you can add that to the Mentoring Academy. So basically what you get is you get the entire Genesis Educational Library, which is complete from teaching you online skills and tools, and also the mindset and habits of these multi-7-figure income earners who basically are a variety of mentors, and they coach and guide us as well and give us a blueprint really of their success stories so that we can take a little bit from each one. Sometimes you learn something from one person and somebody else has other skills that they teach us. And then of course you'll have the entire Quantum Mentoring Academy files, which you get to use. And here are this is what we call the G1000. So the complete mentoring, normally outside of Enagic, outside clients that I have mentored and coached and trained, you're talking $4,000 to about $7,500 for a 90-day mentoring. We offer it for just $1,000. So you're getting almost $10,000 of value between the Genesis Library and the mentoring. It's a 90-day one-on-one for $1,000. So you're, it's like you're getting 10 times the value for 1/10 of what we make it available for to clients on the outside. And these are, clients that have businesses, whether they're $50,000 a year business, $300,000 a year business. I mean, we have some businesses that literally spend anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 per month to have some ongoing mentoring, ongoing coaching, training, etc. So for Enagic distributors, unless you're a 6A2-3 or -5, and you're making, $5,000 to $10,000 a month plus your $25,000 bonus, we are trying to help and get you off the ground. We're trying to get you so that you can be in that position. The front end income, we have people starting making $1,000 per day. Some in their first 30 days have earned in excess of $28,000 in their first 30 days just using the master resale rights of the Genesis Educational Library, which that's pretty amazing. Right, that in and of itself will help boost your Enagic business, because let's face it, when you're a 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, even a 5A, you're not making a steady, sustainable income. And that's one of the things that we're trying to do, is create a sustainable income for those newbies getting off the ground, so you can get your training, but you can also start generating instant commissions. Enagic takes about 2 to 3 weeks to get a paycheck. If you sold a trifecta, which is a SD501 or K8 machine, an ESPA, and the Yukon right now to somebody, you wouldn't get paid probably for another 2 to 3 weeks. You wouldn't actually see money in your account, because you got to wait for the check to come in the mail and then deposit it. With the Genesis Educational Library, if I sold one, like I sold one yesterday, I got paid yesterday. I sold one today, I get paid today. Sell another one tomorrow, I get paid tomorrow. That's what I'm talking about, a front end revenue stream, because the front end income sustains your back end, which is the slower, right? I call Enagic a back end business because it takes a while to build it up. Does that make sense? Whereas you can do this is instant commissions. People that need this information are entrepreneurs just like us. They're network marketers just like us. They need to learn the skills. They need a mentor. And that's one of the things the Genesis Library, the Educational Library, is it's providing the mentorship. It's a personal development course, because network marketing essentially is personal development, mindset and habits of 7-figure income earners. Any questions? That's really pretty much what we are offering. And for anybody that's serious, on a scale of 1 to 10, you have to answer this for yourself. How serious are you in taking your business to a multi-6-figure, 7-figure income? How serious are you in accomplishing what you have as your goal? Because most people have to have a goal. Where do you want to be in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days? Where do you want to be? If you're not a 6A yet, or if you're not a 6A2-3 yet, when do you want to be there? And what steps are you going to take to get yourself there? Are you going to get a mentor? I'm offering you the mentorship, not for $5,000, not for $10,000, just $1,000 one time. And then there's a quarterly, comes out to about $28, $30 per month, but you pay it quarterly. So it's about $99 every 3 months. And you can the option to renew is optional. So you're not forced to renew, but you renew. Most people that are continuing to use it and benefit from the library, it just covers the admin fee. So you can have the master resale rights, which means if I'm building a team of 100, 200, 300 distributors, I want them to learn what I know. I want them to be on the same page, and I'm going to help them so they will enroll and get the Genesis Library themselves and build a big team. So you have to ask yourself, how soon do you want to get yourself to that next level? How soon, start the new year off. This is December 26th. And what we're doing is we're saying to our mind, okay, 2019 is just a few days away. What are your goals? What do you want to make for a New Year's resolution? Are you going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over? That's insanity. Or are you going to once and for all say, you know what, I need help. I want to take my business to another level. you're 100% committed, you believe in yourself, and you see here all the tools that we have. Everything's designed to take you to the next level. I mean, I couldn't share everything with you because we just don't have the time, and I didn't want to make this a 3-hour event. I wanted to keep it nice, short, simple enough for you to just digest enough, but know that there is so much here that you will learn and benefit. And you just have to show up. Just don't miss any classes, okay? Because these classes are important. We try to schedule them and structure them around your schedule, but you need to be there, and we need to get you trained. We need to get you taking the action, and as you take action and you do the assignment, you should get results. And I know we have some like Kim, you've been seeing some results. I see some of the things that you're doing, and that's really impressive. I see that you're getting a lot of activity on your Facebook page. That's great. We need to fine tune a few things, so we want to set you up with training. So we want to get you in and do some more coaching and training. And I have some new things I'm going to share with you that are brand new, and they're things that are exciting that you're going to help get your business to take it to another level. How would you like to have 20 to 30 connections per day with people who want what you have, targeting them, and people who definitely are interested? Okay, great. So I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I will post this in the Quantum Leadership Academy that will be available. Thank you all for your attention, and I look forward to, if you are interested, we'll definitely get you set up, and we'll go ahead and start enrolling you in our Quantum Mentoring Academy. And with that, I will say have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your week until the next year, until the new year. Have a good night.